Dropshipping will never die, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, if you don't know who I am, my name is Smith Reese. I'm a 17-year-old entrepreneur based from Los Angeles. I've generated multi six figures, working up, okay, not yet, but north of seven. I just hit my own monitor, working up north of 7 figures from my online businesses. I was able to drop out of high school at 16. June, we almost did $60,000 a month. So I'm pretty, I guess, qualified to tell you what the fuck's up in the current market, okay? So why dropshipping will never die? I'm about 700 milligrams of caffeine right now. If you want to make money, you got to eat Chipotle, eat caffeine, okay? That's kind of, I guess, my philosophy, okay? So I'm going to tell you why, right? Think about it. I'm just going to write A for agency and E for e-com. Think about the kind of duality with this, right? All the agency guys say e-com is dying and all the e-com guys say agency is dying. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm probably one of the most authentic, raw dudes in this entire space. I'm not going to give you some bullshit. I'm not going to tell you something's dying when it's not dying just so I can sell you a bullshit course, okay? Of course, the SMMA agency guys are telling you that e-com's dying, and of course, the e-com guys are telling you agency's dying, right? Of course, because they're just trying to sell their course. I'm telling that's how it works. Look, if e-commerce was a dying market, then Jeff Bezos is crying on his billion-dollar yacht with his supermodel girlfriend. This guy can buy anything. He makes $1 million a second or some crazy shit like that. This guy's worth like hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars. This guy can buy whatever the fuck he wants. Does that look like a dying market to you? Not at all. Okay, and as consumers are getting smarter, I want you guys to understand that e-commerce is it's not dying, but it's exponentially growing right now. Okay, especially when's the last time you went to a mall? When's the last time you bought something in person? You went to a brick and mortar businesses? Ew, what is this, fucking 1990? Get a fucking grip, okay? This is going to be the most valuable dropshipping video you're ever going to watch, okay? So what I want you guys to talk about, when you see videos like dropshipping will die, or dropshipping is dying, or dropshipping won't die, right? For example, this video is about kind of like dropshipping and why, the start of the video is going to be why dropshipping is never going to die, right? It's something called selective perception bias. Right? So if you were to look up on Google, right, or on YouTube, you're gonna be like, okay, dropshipping is dying. You're gonna be you're feeding yourself the perception and the narrative that dropshipping is dying, right? For example, if you look up on YouTube, Trump is bad, you're gonna be fed with a bunch of negative Trump videos. But if you look up Trump is good, then you're gonna be fed with a bunch of positive Trump videos. It's just stupid. If you look up dropshipping is dying, you're gonna think dropshipping is dying. If you look into why dropshipping is growing, you're gonna think dropshipping is growing. I'm telling you guys right now, be a critical thinker, right? Obviously, this video I'm talking about why dropshipping will never die, but I'm telling you, okay, take into account the things I didn't talk about. But in reality, if you think dropshipping is dying, you think e-commerce is a dying market, then you're probably a fucking idiot. All right? So here's what I want to talk about, right? For organic, right? Because a lot of people do organic, and I see a lot of people that want to do paid ads. Before you do paid ads, I don't care if you have the money. I don't care if you have the money. What I want you to do is organic regardless, right? So organic. I want you guys to do organic regardless, even if you have like $2,000-$3,000 to put into paid ads, and I'll tell you why, right? So with with paid ads, for example, here's paid ads. You have to test a lot of money. Right? You have to test a lot of products, a lot of creatives, and it's a lot of testing, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. So when you're testing products, especially with paid ads, you're losing a lot of money on the creatives that you're testing, the products you're testing. So it's like there's a lot of factors that go into play when you're testing the creatives and the products, right? But for organic, the reason why people do organic is because the margins are great and it's free testing, right? I don't care if you have the money to do paid ads. What I want you guys to do regardless is do organic anyways, because here is the formula that, I tell all the dudes in my community and even people on YouTube and did the Discord, whatever, link in the bio, by the way. But even with organic, this is what I tell these guys to do. I tell you guys to do organic, so I'm just going to write SFC, which if you don't know what SFC stands for, it stands for short form content. So short form content is free, right? Imagine how much 100,000 or even 1 million impressions would cost on paid ads, okay? But imagine how much it takes to test 5 products. A lot of fucking money. And if you have the money to spend, then be my guest, okay? But I'm talking to the general masses, and a lot of people don't have a couple $1,000s to spend on testing dropshipping as a side hustle, right? People look at dropshipping as income replaceable, okay? And that's what I look at it as. When I tell everybody, give anybody advice, I give it as income replaceable advice. I hand teenagers 6-figure salaries. That's what I'm fucking known for, okay? So short form content. What I want you guys to understand is you do organic. I don't care if you have the money to do paid ads. You do organic. You do short form content, you find a winning product, okay, a winning product and a winning creative, then you take those together and then you add a CTA and then you do paid. then you do paid. And you know what? And I'll tell you why. It's because you're saving so much money on okay, why are you going to test a winning? You don't even, okay, when you're doing paid ads, you don't even know if the product's a winner. And you don't even know if the creative you have is a winner. Because you can have a winning product, but not a winning creative. And you can have a winning creative, but not a winning product. Does that make sense? So if you're doing short form, you're able to test for completely free. It's just high leverage. Okay, business is about leverage. It's super high leverage. And basically, you're doing organic, whatever, you get a video that does 500,000 views, 1 million, 3 million views. Okay, you take that video, you put it in a CapCut, you add a CTA or a call to action, and then you test that. You make variables of the videos and make 3-4 different variations, and you test it on paid ads with the money you got from that viral video. Right? And now this is just something that I recommend everybody to do it as a generalized rule of thumb, right? Doing organic, using the money you make from organic to test paid ads, right? That's a fairly simple formula that I tell everybody to do just because it's safe. It's safe, and in business, a lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of the times you want to minimize risk, right? It's risk management. You want to minimize it. So you don't want to waste your money on paid ads. A lot of people think they're just going to hop into paid ads their first 2 fucking stores and make $1 bazillion. Okay? Chances are, guys, if you're going to do paid ads for the first time, don't expect to be super duper unbelievably profitable, right? A lot of you guys kill products too fast. Oh, let me fix this. A lot of you guys kill products too fast. Okay? Now, before you kill a product, let me talk about something. I don't know if you guys know what a marketing angle is. We're just going to write it down as MA. So a marketing angle is basically the angle of your selling point, right? So for example, if I have, what is this? Gorilla Mind, right? No shit, I have so much energy because this is, look at all the nootropics on the back, right? Shout out that guy. But look, Gorilla Mind, I can sell this 2 different ways. I can say it's a nootropics drink for people who want to work, or I could say it's an energy drink for people who want to work out. So there's 2 different marketing angles and 2 different niches that go into there. Because there's people at the gym who don't work, but there's people at the gym who don't have regular jobs and don't do all that extra stuff, but there's people who drink fucking Monster Energy to go to the office, right? So you see what I'm saying? It's just about a marketing angle. So before you kill the product completely and entirely, I want you to just think for a second and sit down and be like, hey, can I switch the marketing angle on this? Can I switch this? Can I switch that? Right? If I'm selling for example, if I'm selling a knife, there's so many different fucking marketing angles behind a knife. Let me show you guys. So I have a machete, right next to my bed in case somebody tries to break in. I have a gun too, but I fucking, I shoot them in the leg and then I fucking chop their head off, right? But basically, guys, behind this machete, there's so many marketing angles I can possibly use, right? I can use this as a hunting machete. I can use this as a self-defense machete. I can use this as a camping machete. There's a million different things that you can fucking talk about. So when you're selling a product, understand there's a million different angles, right? This is the best way to put it. X is your product. You have one angle. This is the knife. X is the knife that I just showed you. So you have this angle, which is hunting. You have this angle, which is self-defense. You have this angle, which is camping. So before you just kill a product entirely and you've only tested one marketing angle, maybe try this one. Maybe try this one. You guys see what I'm saying? A lot of people, they tend to kill products too quickly. And if you're going to reuse accounts, especially for organic, this is some sauce, okay? If you're going to reuse accounts, especially for organic, you can do it only if they're in the same niche. You can't be selling some gym product on TikTok and then on the same account go entirely into some makeup product. Like what? You see what I'm saying? So you can reuse them only if they're in the same niche, right? What I want you guys to understand is when you're selling shit, you need to invoke emotion. Most of you guys don't understand. This is consumer psychology. Most of you guys don't understand. You're not invoking emotion amongst the viewer, right? That's how you get people to fucking like, comment, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? So the most viral video I've ever gotten on any social platform ever was 14 million views, all right? And there was so much controversy. I didn't even do it on purpose, but there was so much controversy in the video. Everything was contradicting itself, every fucking aspect. I didn't do it on purpose, but that's why it was emotion. People buy with emotion and justify with logic. Understand, right? Give me 4 fucking example. What do I have around here? I have, this phone case. This is a stupid fucking purchase, okay? This phone case was a retarded purchase. This is a $150 phone case that's literally it's falling apart. And it's a stupid fucking purchase, right? But what did I do? I bought with emotion and I justified with logic. I understand human psychology, consumer psychology. That's how it works. Why do you own the things that you do? Why do you click buy? Why do you click follow? It's because you feel emotion, right? I had a buddy. he bought some Louis Vuitton shoes. Okay, stupid fucking purchase, but he's trying to justify with logic. Oh, it's this, it's that. Like, you want to go get an Airbnb in a cool ass spot? People are like, oh no, because it helps marketing, personal. Of course it does. People buy with emotion and justify with logic. Understand that. So if you can evoke emotion on anything, doesn't matter what marketing angle, the niche, the audience, doesn't fucking matter what product you're selling. If you can evoke emotion amongst the viewer, you're going to sell. If there's enough attention going to your product, you are going to sell. And here's how you can liquidate attention, right? So here it is. If you have high views, but you have low, I'm just going to write S for sessions. If you have high views, but low sessions, then your product is bad, okay? But if you have high views and high sessions, but low add to carts, ATC, then your offer is bad, okay? I cannot tell you guys the amount of fucking people that have come into my school community and have been like, bro, my conversion rate's absolutely dog shit. It's terrible. It's this, it's that. I'm like, okay, send me the website. And their offer is so terrible. They're selling like $7 shipping and this and that and like 4 other upsells at the checkout. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And I literally, I say, okay, fix this. 3 days later, they come back to me like, bro, my fucking conversion rate quadrupled. It's happened time and time again. But I want you guys to understand, I'm going to finish this and I'm going to give you some stuff, okay? So, and then if you have high sessions, high sales, or high views, high sessions, high add to carts, but nobody checks out, it just makes, or just obviously it's completely relative to your product and your, I guess, what you're doing and how many sessions you have. Like if you have 1,000 sessions and no add to carts, it sucks, right? But if you have 1,000 sessions and like 30 add to carts, I mean, realistically, if you just have a reasonable amount of add to carts, then you're bound to get a sale and probably just keep testing it for a little bit. But here's the thing, guys, when you have sessions, right? When you have sessions on your website, and a lot, especially with organic, your conversion rate is going to seem a lot low. I mean, that's typically how it goes with organic. Like your conversion rate's pretty low anyways, but a lot of people think it's a lot lower than it is. And that's because these darn freaking Indians keep going on your website. Okay. You can see where people on your website are from. And if there's a lot of people from India going to your website, subtract that. Okay. So for example, if you have 1,000 sessions, actually, let me just do, if you have 1,000 sessions, okay, 1,000 total sessions on your website, and you have, let's say, 100 people that bought, okay, that's 1% conversion rate. Or no, it's 10% conversion rate. Sorry, I dropped out of high school. It's a 10% conversion rate. So with that 10% conversion rate, you're like, okay, that's pretty solid. But for example, if you had, let's say 10,000, or let's just do it a lot simpler. Let's just do 100, right? It's a lot easier to understand. You have 100 sessions and then one person bought. 1% conversion rate, right? But here's the thing. If 50% of those people were from India, then you got to cut that shit in half. Indian sessions don't count. I'm sorry. If you're Indian watching this video, I love you. I love you, my brother. But Indian sessions don't count. Sorry. Fuck. I got it. Dude, they're taking over. But anyways, fuck TikTok, guys. TikTok sucks. All right, wait, no. Dick talk. I can't spell. I can't write, man. It's laptop. TikTok. Oh, it's with K's, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Who gives a fuck? You understand. TikTok. TikTok sucks, guys. Here's the thing. I would recommend doing it on TikTok regardless, but Instagram is honestly the method. I've been saying this for like 7 months now, guys. Instagram is the method. Everybody should get on Instagram. This is, you guys should take notes on this. Instagram is the method right now, and the reason is because you can put it, let's see. You put 1,000, you can put it, without having 1,000 followers on your page, you can put the link in the description, right? Amazing. You can have upsells on stories. You can do anything, and it's a lot easier to go viral, right? Why are you wasting your time putting all your effort into TikTok when you could be doing Instagram right now? Instagram is the method even for personal brand, right? A lot of you guys let me explain to you guys. A lot of you guys are this. So here's a little island, and you're like, what the hell is this kid drawing? I'll show you in a sec. Here's this, and here's you, and these are your legs, because you're an ostrich and your head is in the sand, right? Now, here's this, okay? The sand represents your comfort, okay? This is you. So let me draw this. This is you. And the sand represents your comfort or your coping mechanisms, right? A lot of you guys have your heads in the sand like a fucking ostrich because you have problems knocking at the door, but you fail to answer them. You know what you need to do, and you know the hard things that are, the problems, right? Every issue in your entire life. You're running out of money. You're not doing anything. You're not working out. You're not taking action. You're not working hard. You're not, having a tough conversation that you need to have with somebody. All of those things that are knocking at your door, but you're refusing to fucking answer it. Right? You're an ostrich purposely putting your head in the fucking sand because you don't want to deal with your issues or your problems. I'm telling you right now, the longer you delay doing the hard shit, it's going to be even harder. Your fucking entire life is 3 hard conversations and tough decisions away from being fucking entirely fixed. So please just sit and evaluate, hey, I got problems, I gotta fucking fix them. So I might as well just go and hit them head on before I keep delaying them, and then they fucking completely ruin me, and then I commit suicide. Okay? But anyways, a lot of you guys just gotta do it. Here's the thing, a lot of you guys are doing the right things though. Because here's the thing with business, right? Making money. I think making money is 80% mindset, just personal experience. I've made a lot of fucking money when I changed my mindset. But here's the thing, right? A lot of you guys are doing the right things already, but you gotta understand it's a time game, okay? It's a time and a luck game. Even with organic, doesn't matter what it is, SMMA, doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. Dropshipping, it is a time and a luck game. A lot of you guys are doing the right things. Your videos are good. Your website is fucking amazing. Your offer is great. Your product selection is fantastic. But you just have to keep doing that and wait until time and luck are on your side, because at the end of the day, a lot of business is time and luck. Right? Here's the thing. I've been doing this stuff for so long. Imagine how many videos I put out just for me to get lucky, right? It is a major time and luck thing. A lot of you guys are doing the right things, but if you do enough of the right things, one of those things is going to be chosen and selected by the universe, and you're going to be lucky. It's like Tate said, if you never miss a day, then you're never going to miss a lucky day, right? Imagine how many days you decided to take off, which could have been your fucking day. Imagine how many days you decided to fuck off, which could have been the day. Imagine. But that's the thing. I'm telling you guys, a lot of it is luck, right? Businesses don't fail. Okay. Let me write this down as well. But I'm gonna do it in black. Businesses don't fail. Businesses, they don't fail. People do. Okay. I'm telling you right now, you don't have business problems. You have personal problems that reflect in your business. Okay. What I want everybody to understand, when somebody fails in a business, for example, dropshipping, they decide to cope. They cope with things like, oh, it's saturated, it's this, it's that, it's this, it doesn't fucking work. Here's the thing. If you try 2 dropshipping stores and you fail, I use this analogy a lot. If I fucking flip a coin twice, right? If I flip a coin twice and it lands on heads both times, which is completely feasible, right? That is super realistic. If I flip a coin twice and it lands on heads both in a row, is it logical for me to come to the conclusion that every single time I flip a coin it lands on heads? Fuck no, because I've only flipped it twice. You do dropshipping for 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stores. Okay, maybe about the fucking 10th store if you don't have a sale. Then you can be like, this shit don't work, right? But you guys have been barely, like a lot of people have been like, oh, dropshipping don't work. I'm like, how many stores do you do? It's like 3. I'm like, no shit. No fucking shit. If I flip a coin 3 times, it is reasonable. It is logical to, hypothetically, it could land on heads 4 times in a row. You gotta be lucky, but it could. You guys can be luckily unlucky. That's the thing. So just keep fucking doing it. A lot of people make decisions with not having enough data. You guys can look into this stuff. It's called regression to the mean. You can't make logical decisions, especially in business, if you don't have enough data, right? If you cold call 5 people, or if you cold call 5 people for your agency, hypothetically, right? And you don't sign a client, you're not gonna say agency shit doesn't work because you called fucking 5 people, right? I just want you guys to understand, a lot of you guys are doing the right stuff, but you just have to wait for time and luck to be on your side, right? If you guys are interested, I have a free Discord down below. We have free coaching calls, literally personally with me every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. 11 free courses in there too, guys. Join the Discord. There's 11 free courses in there. If you really like me, you can join the school community linked in below. DRM. I mean, just watch the video. Like, I'll open it up for you guys right now. This is insane. So we have the community, free winning products, all that kind of stuff. And look at all these courses. Here's the e-com course, because clearly that's what you're here for. But then the mindset stuff is insane. I mean, you guys can kind of see. You can check it out, link in the bio. And if you really, really, really like me, then you can message me on Instagram or just book a call down below for one-on-one stuff. I took a guy from homeless to 10K a month in 16 days. I took another guy from 10K to 30K a month. I took a guy from, you guys can see the case studies down below. But I hope you found actual value from this video. I'm going back to the Roots with Whiteboard videos. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, God loves you. Have an absolute blessed day.